Welcome to another episode of Viking Women's Basketball with Lynn Kennedy. Coach, it's been a while since we talked, so we have a bit to recap. You guys opened Big Sky play. You drew a tough opener playing the defending champions in Northern Colorado on the road after a layoff. Lose that one. Then you're down 18 points at home to Montana State, but come back to win that one. Biggest comeback victory in your tenure here. And then follow it up with two 18-point victories over Montana and Weber State. What stood out for you so far?
Well, I think even going back into the preseason to finish 8-1 like we did, we at the beginning of the year, you never know how the preseason non-conference is going to go, and I liked where we were at, 8-1 going into conference. To open up at the defending champs is a tough draw, but they were able to play that Saturday against Sac State, so they had the first game out of the way. We didn't start very well in that game, but I like how we responded. If we'd have started better in that game, the outcome may have been different. And then we didn't start very well against Montana State either. But since that time, since that second quarter of the Montana State game, I think we finished the game on a 53-33 run. And then to open up the Montana game, both the opening and the second half, and then the same against Weber State, the opening of the game and the second half opening. I like how we're playing. We're getting our confidence back that we had probably mid non-conference, and to see us respond the way we did against Northern Colorado to finish the game, and then Montana State in the second, third, and fourth quarters. I like where we're at. And it's about us continuing to get better. Even though we have a veteran team, they've been through it before, it's a different feel, to be one of the teams that is projected to be one of the top teams and has kind of a bullseye. It's different for us, and so we're still responding to that and kind of working our way through that. But we've competed and we've played hard, and we've started to emphasize some things in these games, the last couple games, and you can see the difference.
And one nice thing in these last couple of games has been the resurgent offense you guys have shown. I got shot 75% in the first half against Montana, and then you're over 70 points in both of these games after not hitting the 70-point benchmark in the last 4 games before that.
I think we've been getting good shots all season. I mean, I think with the team that we have, there's so many weapons offensively, and so it's hard to take away one or two things, from us offensively. And we've had people respond throughout, almost every game. And I think we've been getting those shots. We've been getting those opportunities. We'd had a little bit of a, low there in a couple of games where we didn't make some shots or we didn't see the extra pass, but we've been getting it back. And to see our, our assists, even up with our field goal makes, and you can see that if we get, 28 to 29 to 30 assists with 32 and 34, field goals made. I mean, that's pretty incredible, and we've been getting that the last few games. So we can get that even more evened up, and we're sharing the ball. Teams can't take away that many players from us, and if we do that, we can get one or two players to step up like we had in the last couple of games.
And one nice offensive stat to just throw out there is you guys are 7th in the NCAA with 19.8 assists per game. Okay, so here's where we might want the players to shut off the video, but we're gonna look kind of holistically at the schedule. I know you probably want the players just to focus on the game ahead, but this is kind of a strategic point of the schedule for you, where you're home for the 3 of the next 4 weekends. 6 out of the next 8 games are at home.
Yeah, we get these games at home, and we've had kind of a home schedule so far this year. But then at the same time, you look at the back end too, so you have those road games coming up as well with the conference now going to the 20 games. So, you look at it as a coach, you try to figure out, what's the best way to, what days practice, what days off, and things like that, those types of things. But, in reality, I think everybody's taking one game at a time. And I think if you do that and you prepare for one game at a time, then you can look forward to getting one win, looking at the next game. And with these back-to-back, only a day in between, it's really tough, especially with some of the games are different now in the conference. There's some Monday games, and so trying to figure out what other teams are doing, it can be kind of a mess to figure that out. So you just have to take one game at a time. We're focused on Southern Utah, and then after that NAU, and then whatever happens next week, we'll see what happens on Monday.
All right, well, let's get into this weekend. As you said, you play Southern Utah Thursday at 7 p.m. right here at the Viking Pavilion. They've got to be coming in with a lot of confidence, having won 2 overtime games in a row over Weber State and Northern Arizona.
Yeah, they're playing well. I mean, they beat BYU earlier in the season, and BYU is one of the better teams in the West Coast, and they're much improved from last year. They're more disciplined, and they're taking care of the ball. I think that's the biggest thing that we've seen is they've taken care of the ball, and players for them have elevated their game and stepped up for them. It was a big game for them against NAU to come away with a road win. So they're going to be coming in with a lot of confidence, and we've got to continue to do those things that we've been talking about. We've got to rebound the ball. We can't let them, get second chance points. And I think defensively we have to step up, continue to step up against these teams that have shooters that can attack. So if we do that, I like our chances against a team that's coming on the road and playing in our home court.
All right, and then it's Northern Arizona Saturday at 2 p.m. right here at the Viking Pavilion. They're 1-4 in Big Sky play, but they have one of the better senior forwards in the conference in Calais Paplo.
Yeah, they're a dangerous team. I think they're well-rounded. They've got, guards that can shoot from the outside. They've got, players that can attack, but they also have Paplo that can finish on the inside too. And she can dominate the middle. And for us, we've got to take her game away and really not give her second chance opportunities. But, they've got a good team, and they've had a lot of close games, especially on the road. So they'll be coming in ready to play a tough game as well on Saturday.
All right, once again, it's Southern Utah Thursday at 7 p.m., Northern Arizona Saturday at 2 p.m., right here at the Viking Pavilion. For all your women's basketball information, go to GoVikes.com.